Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Speaker of the House of Assembly, I am pleased to welcome you here to the Veterans Room in Province House. Today is the swearing-in of Dave Ritcey, MLA for Truro, Bible Hill, Millwood, Salmon River, who was elected in a by-election held on March 10, 2020. It's a special day for you, Mr. Ritcey, for your family, for your constituents, and for your party. The Speaker asked me to convey his congratulations to you all on this memorable day. So a member of the Legislative Assembly is elected to represent the concern of their constituents, and since 1867, before assuming their seat in the House of Assembly, the member must take the oath of allegiance, sign the member roll, and become a member. So by taking that oath of allegiance, you as the MLA pledge to conduct yourself in the best interest of your constituents and in the best interest of the people of Nova Scotia. Taking the oath reminds the MLA of the serious obligations and responsibilities they are assuming. So in Nova Scotia, we have over 262 years of democracy, and we'll add your name, Mr. Ritcey, to that history. I note that with the librarian's help, when I did a little bit of research getting ready for today, that your grandfather, Gerald Ritcey, made some pretty important contributions as an elected representative in this province, and those too are part of the democratic history you're going to add your name to. Your grandfather was elected as an MLA for Colchester in 1968. I was alive then, but I was very young. And as it happens, I noted that he was elected in a by-election as well, just like you. His obituary that I saw stated that he worked tirelessly for his constituents during his service both as an MLA and a cabinet minister in the Nova Scotia legislature. So today, you will mark a continued family tradition of public service. So that is a great, great thing. I'm just going to run through the steps now for the formalities of the proceeding, and then we're going to work our way through that, respecting social distancing and those public health directives. So what I'm going to do first is read from the writ of election, which I have here before me. And once I'm finished, I'll step to the side, and I'll have you come up to where I'm standing. You'll take the Bible that's here on the table, and you'll swear the oath of allegiance. And then after that, you'll have a seat here in the chair that's semi-comfortable. It's not the most comfortable chair, but it's semi-comfortable. And you'll sign the roll, the member's roll, which is here on the table, circled with the blue ribbon. Then you will stay sitting after you've done that and sign the insignia for your member's pin. The member's pin is here in the blue box, and the insignia is here in the red. So all these steps you're going to have to remember. We'll test how your memory is as we go, and we'll get you to sign the insignia. And then you will see that there's a certificate on the other side of the table, which is your member's certificate. And you have two of them that you'll be able to frame, put in your office or some other place, and I'll give you those afterwards. And then you will be invited to make any commentary that you will need or that you like to make, because you will then be a member of this House of Assembly. And the folks in the room are free to take photographs, as we talked about a little earlier. So I think that we'll muddle our way through, and we'll do as best as we can. So I will read now from the writ of election. The writ of election was directed to Guy Wheeler, a returning officer for the electoral district of Truro, Bible Hill, Millwood, Salmon River, on the 6th day of February 2020, commanding him, according to law, to cause a notice of election to be issued, an election to be made in that electoral district on the 10th of March. And on the flip side of the writ of election is the report that he made following the election. So the first part, he indicates that he lists all the names of the candidates who were in the election. And then he says, the return after the poll was taken, I, the undersigned, certify that a poll was granted, and it was held on the 10th day of March 2020, and on official addition day, I completed the official addition of the votes and found the number of votes cast for each candidate as follows. Ivan Drouin, 398. Alan Kennedy, 1,385. Kathleen Kevany, 925. Dave Ritcey, 2,922. Matthew Rushton, 55. And the returning officer certifies that you, Dave Ritcey, received the plurality of the votes and were elected as a member of the House of Assembly for the electoral district of Truro, Bible Hill, Millbrook, Salmon River. So that is the writ of election. So now I'm going to step back and have you come to where I am and take the oath of allegiance.
I, Dave Ritcey, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors, according to law, so help me God.
Thank you. So you can put the Bible down and then move over to the chair. Extend your reach to see if you can grab those pens that are that far away. Oh, you're going to hang on to the pen because you're going to sign the... So the registry, if you would sign the insignia, yep, in the red folder. Perfect. And you might wonder why there was so much space on the roll there. And the reason is that we are going to inscribe the date with calligraphy of the election and the date that you signed. So that's why, if you were wondering why there's so much space. So, yep, so if you'd like to make some comments, I suggest maybe you'd like to stand to do that so you're closer to the mic.
Absolutely.
And now you can put the pen back.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways. Hopefully I don't forget anyone here, and you know, obviously there's a lot of people that played a large role in this whole campaign and getting me here to the House of Assembly today. This is truly an honor and a privilege to become a member of the Nova Scotia House of Assembly. This is extra special to be sworn in front of my family, colleagues, alongside my grandfather, Jerry Ritcey, who represented the riding of Colchester back in 68 to 1975. And also to be the voice of the community members for Truro, Bible Hill, Millbrook, Salmon River. It was a very, very enjoyable day on March 10th, but a satisfying day, an exciting day for not only my family, but for the community. But I do have some people I want to thank, and that's why I had it listed here today. My wife, Amber, my daughters, Addison and Alexandra. I love you all, and I want to thank you very much for everything that you've done for me and with me since we started this journey, and you guys mean the world to me. To my mother, Betty, thank you for all that you've done for me, the sacrifices that you and Dad, Jed, made for me and Jerry throughout our life, and I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me. To Tim Houston, our leader, I am so grateful to have such support and guidance throughout this journey, and I thank you. Remember what I said on election night. We're just getting started. We have a talented group of colleagues that are engaged, empowered, and ready to invest their time to improve the lives of Nova Scotians. Thank you to my campaign chair, John Stanfield, my campaign managers, my campaign team, my volunteers, for their commitment. Because without them, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I thank you. Thank you to Dr. Jamie Muir, a former member, I guess, or always will be a member, a mentor, a friend, You're always available for me to have that chat and that conversation, and I appreciated that support. Thank you to the local association, Truro Bible Hill, Millbrook Salmon River. I'm so excited to be representing that association here in the legislature here in Halifax, along with the executive, and provide me with the opportunity to be standing here representing them. Most importantly, to the communities and members of Truro Bible Hill, Millbrook Salmon River, I promise you that I will listen, work hard, and be the voice that you've been looking for here in Halifax for the last 10 years. So thank you very much, and thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. That concludes the ceremony. You will have your pin that I trust that you will wear with pride when you're in the House and when you're not in the House. I had mentioned before we started the proceedings that these are engraved pins. There is one pin per member, and members cherish them because if they're lost, they can unfortunately not be replaced. So it is the outward symbol that you are a member of the House of Assembly. So I thank you all for coming today and for being part of this historic event. I think it went well. I think we did okay. And I invite the family to stay for some photographs, and we will be able to watch back on YouTube the ceremony at a later date if required. But your constituents and others today that they were able to watch live as we did this. So they were here, maybe not in person, but certainly in spirit. So thank you and good afternoon. Well, good morning too. Thank you.